Love great dollar store finds? We do too. And who doesn't love a bargain? Now, your local dollar store, or close to what's the dollar now, has them.
Yes, and today and every Wednesday we share our unbelievable DVD finds. This week we have Monsuno. Can you believe it?
Yes, and this is another anime that tries to imitate the Pokemon franchise by having the catch them all, catch them all.
Yeah, you gotta catch them all.
Now, at first, we really enjoyed this series on DVD, the first DVD, the first 5 episodes. But as we saw more episodes, we started getting disappointed.
Yes. Also, be sure to like and comment, and thank you for subscribing and watching. We appreciate your support.
Yes. So, let's read the back cover. Monsuno, you can be able to see it on screen now. And it originally aired on Nicktoons.
Yes, I do remember this airing years ago as a kid, along with them advertising a toy.
And the first 5 episodes in the set is called Destiny. They hurled through space eons before man existed. They burned through the planet's atmosphere and crashed into 4 corners of the world, bringing chaos, destruction, and the extinction of the dinosaurs.
Wow.
I'm so happy.
Yo, joy.
And then as suddenly as they appeared, they vanished. Now the Monsuno are back, and their rise will either spell the ultimate destruction of our planet or launch the courageous adventure of mankind's newest hero, the unpredictable teenager, Chase Suno.
Not Chase Young.
So, yeah, at first it seemed really interesting. They've got, these little vials that they just like they shake them up.
Yeah.
And the Monsuno.
Yeah, they launch them they come out and they're like these weird mutated animals that come out, and they only listen to them. Yeah.
And tigers
and snakes and moose.
Something that looks like I don't know what.
A moose comes out if you really want to use that.
And so at first we're like, oh wow, this is different, yeah. And then the first 5 episodes we were so excited. Okay, let's watch the next disc. Let's watch the next episodes. And then we started doing that and was like, But the first one got us started on it because we found it again at the dollar store. And because it was an anime, of course we jumped on it. And if you're someone who hasn't watched a lot of anime, this might be okay. Because you don't know the difference between what's good and what isn't. So this will be entertaining for you in the beginning.
Which is exactly what happened to us, because it was even before we even watched Pokemon. We saw this and thought it was one of the best things ever. And we only had seen some anime. We were just starting. And then now we're back to it after seeing so many other anime and Pokemon. And still the first 5 episodes weren't as good as when we first saw them, but they still had a story. Because he's looking for his dad, because we gotta throw that in there. And then after the 5 episodes,
Dad went hunting and he hasn't come home in a few days.
Right. Then we went on to YouTube and found the rest of the series for free.
Yes.
And we got to watch about 5 more episodes. And then it started going off the rails. It was beginning not to make a bunch of sense. It was beginning to be really strange. They went to a town, it's supposed to be like an old Mexican town, but then no one was Mexican. I don't know what you did. There was even one point for me, the probably most hilarious part was that they had these bad guys that are constantly chasing after the main group. And they weren't supposed to be, I guess, an assassin or something. I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
And he caught up with him. He's all right, hands up. I'm like, okay. And he said, okay, get over here. And then, he thought he was gonna put them, keep them hostage till he gets someone there. And he said, stay there. Okay. Then he walks away. Then he gets a grenade and throws it at them for it to blow up in a few minutes. So he told them to stay put, so they blow up. You want let's just let you blow us up? Are you kidding me? What kind of assassin are you?
Yeah, and there were lots of moments like this that just didn't add up. Now, this originally came out in 2011, and one good thing we can say about it, if you see the back of the case, it had a diverse cast.
Yes.
Which really wasn't happening a lot in 2011, so that's a plus we can say. Number 2, the animation is really good.
Yeah.
Especially for being 2011, and even now it still holds up to looking really good.
Yeah.
When you watch it. Number 3, as we said, some of the Monsuno or the animals look really weird, but on the positive side, they don't look like anything else we've seen.
Right.
So that's the plus. They really got original and creative by making them look different, unlike some seasons of Pokemon where you had a flower, a leaf, a rock, a bird. They really made sure to make some of these look really different.
And on top of it, this show surprisingly had 3 seasons. They had I think it had an entire run. Unless it was meant to go on 4 seasons, but from what we've learned, it looked like it had a full series with a new intro each season and kind of sort of a new villain each time. And it just had more diverse characters showing up in there, and more Monsuno, more plot threads.
And they star Keith Silverstein, who was one of the and only voice actor that we recognize. The rest of them, they were smaller. But Keith Silverstein was in here, and that was also a plus.
Right. And last thing is one other joke that ended up being funny to me was they had this character they claimed to see the future, and they called her Grandma Future. Yes, that's really creative. I know. And
my goodness.
well, you already know from pretty much off the bat that she's a liar. So what they have in here is that she listens to the conversations, and then they don't know she's listening, and she kind of repeats the things they're looking for, makes it sound like she already knows. So instead, it takes her some time to find the answers to the questions. So it's okay, she knows about Chase's father. And he's like, okay, do you know where he is? I can find him. And said, let me see. And she kind of walks, and she's a little slow, and it's kind of taking up screen time. And the friend says, yeah, take your time, Grandma. Not too much time. And then they hit him. It was actually some funny lines in here. They just, unfortunately, couldn't carry the whole show. And then one girl, she ate along with all the boys, and she said, oh, you went to stuff your face. Eat. And it's like, but you ate with them, so why are you bad at them?
So if you've seen Monsuno either as a kid or unfortunately now, let us know in the comments below. Do we recommend you buy this? No, save your dollar, your $1.25, $1.50. Save it. Go watch it for free on YouTube if you insist. But don't waste your money on Monsuno at the dollar store. This was definitely not a good find. And again, since you can see it free, save your dollar for another movie.
Right.
But if you've seen this, what are your thoughts? Tell us in the comments. And also, what great deals have you found lately at the dollar store? Give us the good news below.
Yes. And if you haven't already, subscribe for updates and weekly videos on your favorite animation series, anime shows, and all things animation.
Absolutely. And more dollar store finds.
Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. I'm Rascal Entertainment.
And I'm Mom Entertainment.
Have a toontastic day.
Peace.